It's a beautiful day to you, our lovely and smart real estate investors, both at home and also in diaspora. I am Adejare, and I'm super delighted to welcome you to another insightful episode of Property Matters here on YouTube. In case you're coming across this channel for the first time, I want to say a very big congratulations to you because you found the right place where you will get the right information, the right steps, the methodologies of real estate investment. In case you're coming across the channel for the first time, welcome to the real and the best real estate YouTube channel here in Lagos, Nigeria. We've done an extensive video educative guide on Epe. We have a playlist on Ibeju Lekki. We have a playlist on the island. We have playlist on shortlet. We have playlists on different aspects, playlists addressing different aspects of real estate investment. Our last, video was how to unravel a fraudulent real estate transaction, and a whole lot of people got immense value from that video. So I want to say a very big congratulations to everybody who were able to get one or two informations about that. And today episode is going to focus majorly on responding to some responses, some questions that investors both in Nigeria and also in diaspora have asked us. Also today we're also going to be talking about the investment strategies for taking advantage of properties in different aspects of Lagos. So today's episode is going to be power packed. So just take a deep breath, relax, get yourself a chilled bottle of wine, or if you're the coffee type, get yourself, of course, a cold glass of coffee, relax, and of course I'll be back immediately after this short timeout. Hello, my name is Adejare. I'm the MD CEO of King's Cost Property. And of course, if in case you're seeing this video, I want to help you secure your next real estate investment here in Lagos, Nigeria. I've been in this industry for more than 8 years, and I've worked with 4 different real estate developers. So I understand the rudiment, I understand the procedures. I even understand how you can of course identify properties that are not safe for investment. I help people do land verification, and over time I've helped people not to make bad real estate investment. So in case you want to do your next real estate investment, I'm the go-to plug. So my information is below the caption of this video. In case you want to do property on the island, you want to do it in Ibeju Lekki, just let us know. And of course, in case you're seeing this video, I'll be sharing some useful real estate tips. Ensure you subscribe to my channel so that you can get weekly updates of what is going on the island, what is going on in Ibeju Lekki, and different aspects of Epe. So I look forward to seeing you, and of course, you'll be getting regular tips from me. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. God bless you. See you at the top when you do a good real estate investment with King's Cost Property. Have a nice day. All right. I'm super delighted to be on your screen today. So the very first thing we'll be doing very well is to appreciate everybody that is subscribing. And of course, in case you're coming across the channel for the first time, this is where you get undiluted real estate information. Here on this channel, we don't hide any information from you because we want you to be fully aware of the benefits as well as the risk factors that are attached to every real estate investment you make in Lagos today. So today I'm going to be talking about the role of unprofessional real estate consultants that have flooded the Nigerian real estate market scene. And most of the responses I got from the last video basically was that a lot of people were misled to take an investment they ought not to. A lot of people were, deceived, and some real estate developers gave them fake and false information concerning the lands. And today I'm going to be talking about why you need to understand the risk factor of your real estate investment. And today's topic is going to be, like I said at the commencement of this video, it will be a response to some of the questions that a lot of people have asked me. Now, the very first thing I want you to understand is that it is not everybody's video that you should respond to. And I will explain. I'm not trying to demarket anybody. I'm not trying to defame anybody. But I want you to understand that the reason why a lot of people are in this sector, basically, in the real estate sector, basically, is that we have gross unemployment in Nigeria. And of course, the available job anybody can, attach themselves to get money is real estate consultancy. In Lagos, Nigeria, You don't need to write any certification. You don't need to do any courses. You don't even need to be under any form of, strict supervision when making recommendations for real estate. So what I'm saying basically is that when you see a video online, the very first thing you need to do basically when you want to make an investment is that you need to ascertain the level of experience and exposure of the real estate consultant you are dealing with. Now, I'm not trying to say all real estate consultants are unprofessional. And I'm just trying to let you to understand basically is that not all of them understand these mysteries and secrets of real estate investment. Now, the reason why I'm making this video basically is just due to the fact that a lot of people have been misled to take investment that they ought not to. I was speaking with a man a few weeks ago. The man is abroad, based abroad, and this man made an investment of over 20 million naira. And all his investments, he did not buy a single titled property. And when we started talking, my question was that, didn't you know all this? And as far as he's concerned, he was just been following the advice of the unprofessional consultant that misled him into making this. Now, I'm not trying to say you should not patronize realtors. I'm not saying that. Please don't misquote me. All I'm saying basically is that the expertise, the experience, and the vastness of that realtor will help you not to throw your money in thin air. Like I said, there is gross unemployment in Lagos, Nigeria, and the nearest job anybody can pick up right now is real estate consultant, because like I said, in Nigeria, there is nobody regulating real estate activities. They don't need to write any certification exam. They don't need to do all this, personality check to know. And another thing basically is that these guys don't even understand what real estate investment is all about. Now, the only thing they know is that the location of the property, what they've been told about the property, and of course, their own personal gain. And that is why a lot of people are making terrible mistakes. Imagine the real estate consultants that took the man to buy several properties, despite the fact that the man spent 20 million naira in purchasing property. The man didn't even get a single title properties. So this is what you will get if you don't work with experience. This is what you will get if you don't work with people who are vast, people who understand the north, the south, the west, the east, and different dimensions and dimensions, and of course aspects of real estate investment. Dear real estate investor, I'm not saying you should not patronize your realtor, but today you need to understand that it is not everybody that understands this industry. It is not. In fact, some people don't even understand what excision is. Some of these guys don't even understand how to identify between a registered survey and a provisional survey. Some of them don't even understand what due diligence means, which is actually the core of every real estate investment. So, apologies to everybody who have been misguided. And I want you guys to understand very well that what you have seen at the moment is going to be worse, because a lot of people are entering this industry because of gross unemployment, and of course, like I said, the easiest job they can find is real estate. So if you have a realtor that have helped you to make profitable investments, please applaud that realtor. And I'll be talking to some people, some investors abroad. Now, stop jumping from realtor to realtor. I have to let you know this. And the reason for this basically is that most of these guys will mislead you. Most of these guys don't understand how to verify land documents. Many of them cannot even afford to do due diligence. They can't afford to put surveyors on site to check the property they are asking you to buy. Many of them don't even understand the process of verification. They don't know the process of how to get a title at Alausa. You see, the reason why we come online basically for you to understand this is that scam in real estate is so real. is as certain as the sun that will set tomorrow. So you need to understand that the job of anybody that is helping you, or the experience of anybody that is helping you to make any form of real estate investment matters. And this is why you need to see, it doesn't matter what you want to do. When you consider the bulk, the amount of money you are putting into real estate investment, you will know you just can't afford to call anybody. Okay, like I said, this is not to demarket or devalue anybody. I still see these guys making terrible advice, giving investors like you terrible advice. Now, let me quickly tell you guys what this freehold of a thing means. In fact, one of the reasons why I'm doing this series basically was that I've received over 20 questions concerning this freehold. So I want to quickly just use this opportunity to ascertain this thing, to explain this thing, because I don't wish to, respond to it later. Now, when they talk about freehold, what exactly does it mean? Although I've done an episode on it before, so I'm not going into deep, so you can just check some of our playlists, you can check it. Now, when you look at the Lagos State land classifications, remember I told you that Ekpe lands basically are divided into three major categories. We have the freehold, which is residential plots. We have the forestry, which is acquisition. We have agric, which is also acquisition, and we have military zone. So when they say a land is free, that means that that land is not under any form of acquisition. So when you buy that land, you can start processing a registered survey till you get, and of course, you acquire C of O on it. Now, I want you guys to understand that majority of Ekpe lands fall under the residential zone, the agric zone, the forestry zone, as well as the military zone. So if you did not buy a land that originally from Alausa is residential, that is totally free, if it is agric you bought, or you bought military zone, or you bought forestry, you will have to go back to government. You go back to Alausa to go and do what we call regularization. So it is that regularization that will change the status of the land that you have bought, whether it is agric or forestry, that will change the status from either agric or forestry to a residential plot. It is from there, okay, you can start processing a registered survey if you don't have, and of course, proceed to the title perfection till you get to your C of O. Do you understand? So if you should buy an agric land and you build on it without changing and perfecting the title, Lagos State will collect that land from you. You don't even need a sweep figure to say this. That land is gone. Do you understand? Now, the man I was speaking to said the realtor told him that in as much as the land is free, that is all. My brothers and sisters in abroad, that is not all. We are in a Lagos State economy where policy changes all the time, and Lagos State government cannot be predicted. We have seen what they have done at Ibeju Lekki, we've seen what they have done at Ibeju, we've seen what they have done even at Surulere, where I was residing. A lot of structures were gone, and that was based on the fact that all of these guys that bought this property did not perfect their title. One amazing thing about Lagos State is that if they notice you have bought the land and you do not approach them, they won't give you notice. They won't give you signs or readiness of why you need to perfect it. It is a that's why you need to get a professional involved in any form of real estate you are doing, whether it is commercial, residential, even apartments. These are some of the things you need to understand. So, for the land that the land is free, is residential, does not mean that is all. I need you guys to understand this. That means that now that the land is free, government is expecting you to approach them. Okay, this land is a residential plot. It is totally free. It is not under any form of acquisition. Mr. Lagos State, how do we proceed to get a C of O? Do you understand? So as long as that land does not have a title, despite the fact it's free, you can come back there few months or a year or a few years after, and you find out that the status of the land has changed. It happened at Ibeju Lekki. It happened at Chongotedo. It happened at Aja. It happened at even Lekki Phase 1. So, in as much as fact that you have not perfect the title, anything can still happen. This is Lagos. This is Lagos. See, you just don't take things for granted. You just don't say, okay, it's fine, I'll leave it. Now, this is where I'm going to go to the next aspect of this presentation. See, my brothers and sisters in diaspora, if you want to buy a land that is freehold, now, freehold has different meaning. A freehold is a land. Okay, the actual meaning of a freehold is a land that is not under agric acquisition, forestry, militaries, or any other forms of government acquisition. You know, when you check some places at Ibeju Lekki, you will see Lekki Coastal, you will see Lekki Acquisition, you will see refinery, you will see, you know, these are the projects that is coming to that land. Now, if that land is not under any form of acquisition, you still need to perfect. You don't have a land until the title is perfect. Now, for some of people that are doing buy 5, get 1 free, 850K, 950K, 1.5K, I'm not saying it's not good, though. It's good, but it's still like one leg in, one leg out, meaning that anything can happen. Don't say government will not come. Lagos State, we will know. They will come. It's only a matter of maybe in the next, it may not be immediately, they will come. So what I did basically as an investor was that I just decided to, like, for all those residential plots, the one I started at resident, I only bought just 3 because it's a thing of risk. Okay, it's a thing of risk. You know, we have different minds and different faith when it comes to investment. Me, I know that having 3 plots of freehold in Epe, I can maybe as time goes on start to perfecting them as I get funds. So what I'm doing basically now, for somebody who doesn't have that, who can't take that risk, go for a title property. If you know you don't have that effrontery, you don't have that mind, just go and buy title property. But if you know you have mind like us, and me as a person, I just bought 3. I only have 3 lands in Epe that are just freehold, and I don't intend to get more. Why? Not because I don't want to own. Because, see, if you know what Lagos State government collects for ordinary government acquisition, for Ibeju Lekki property, you won't go there and be doing 5 buy 1 acre, buy 3 acres, buy 4 acres. Because the cost of perfecting a land present right now is very, very expensive. I have to be very, very sincere with you people. It is very, very expensive. So the minimum one you buy that you have, please keep them and start having the intention of going for title properties. So these are some of the things I want you guys to understand when it comes to real estate investment. I'm not saying you should not buy. I'm saying buy the only one that you can perfect their title. It's not wise for you to be buying free. I know an investor that has more than 4 acres. It is when you now get to allow, sir, when they tell you the amount they will do 1 plot for you, and you now understand that I should have gone for a title property. So if you want to buy freehold, now what you can do basically is that you can diversify. You can say, okay, fine, this month, okay, I want to buy just 5 plots that is freehold, and the remaining plots I want to go for after this are titled properties. That is how you should diversify your investment. That is how you should invest. That is how you should, do your real estate investment, so that when it comes to perfection of title, it will not be too choking, because title perfection is expensive. to get C of O on one plot of land. When you get there, you see how much they will charge you. So I just want you guys to don't understand. Now, I'm not saying you should not buy freehold. Now, you can only buy, for some of us, I want to buy like acres, which is good. Now, buy under this condition. Whosoever is selling for you, okay, the person should put it in his contract of sale that he or she has the intention of perfecting the title. So what they do basically, I know a developer that bought on large expanse of untitled property, and what she did over time was that she perfected the title and of course shared the cost of perfection on each plot, which is obviously a fantastic idea. But in this our real estate market, whereby the developer are selling, they are cashing, they are moving to other projects. They are selling that one too. They are cashing. They are moving to another project. They are selling another one. And they are moving to another project. And you are also buying other projects. See, when government will come, you know the funny thing is that the developer will tell you that they ask you to go and perfect title. Most Nigerians are not even aware that all this freehold I'm buying, all this excision in process I'm buying, I don't know. I don't know the next. I think the reigning process title at that time was excision in process. Then they now decided to modify it to excision in view. Okay. Then later on it became it's now freehold. I don't know the next title, but the thing is, whether it's excision in process, excision in view, or proposed excision of freehold, just know that the land you're buying does not have title. So, and land that does not have title, it's only a matter of time. If you don't get the title, government will come for it. It's not a prophecy, it's a statement of fact, a reality of what will happen. So this is what I want you guys to know. So the way I'm handling this thing is that I only bought just 3 plots of freehold in Ekpe. So my next real estate investment will be title property. So what I'll just basically, I'll look for the one that I can afford. Then of course I spread the payments. That's how I've been doing my own real estate investment. So I know very well that having 3 acres, 4 acres of freehold to me is not advisable, because the amount government will charge me for one plot, it will be, in fact, what you will pay government will be times 3, will be higher of what the developer is asking you to pay. So what the developer that has title is charging you is minimal compared to what Lagos State government will charge you by the time you approach them for title perfection. So these are some of the things you need to understand. These are some of the things you need to put into consideration. These are some of the things you need to know. So when you're approaching lands without title, like I said, I don't have that, that mind to have as many freehold, because I know the amount government will charge. But if you have that mind that, okay, fine, I can afford it. Okay, let's say for instance, government say, okay, for you, if you want to do regularization for one plot of land in Ekpe, they say pay 1.5, and you know that of course God has blessed me. I can pay that 1.5 and do it for maybe 4 or 5 plots and pay 1.5, and then by the time I'm done with the regularization, then I now want to do register survey, and government is asking me to pay. Okay, your surveyor may say, okay, 500, 800, depending, I don't know. So you can say, okay, fine, I can afford to pay for that. And when the answer is kind of time for C of O, and then I say maybe, okay, a plot for a C of O, for if you have that, that financial capacity to do, of course, go for freehold. If you know you have the cash to pay for each of the plots, of course you can even do acres. But if you don't, just buy few freehold, and going for title properties. And title properties that have been checked and that have been vetted. I hope you guys have found value on today's episode of Property Matter. So on the next episode, I'm going to be talking about different investing strategies. Okay. I traveled recently, and I saw a lot of discoveries, and I'll be sharing most of those discoveries with you. So please do also subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and you'll be glad you did. See you in my next video. Bye.